So I'll say this, and this is going to sound really silly, but I think poker made me a better person, which is super ironic and kind of like, what? What the heck does that mean? And in that, to me, to be successful in something like poker where your money's on the line all the time, it forced me to get good sleep the night before. It forced me to eat better so that I would have a focused brain day of. Like I can't have drinks the night before and be hungover and then expect to win money. I could probably lose. So I guess my whole point being, it makes you very self-aware that, oh, hey, if I'm hungover today, I'm probably more irritable. And then therefore, if I lose a hand, I'm going to get extra frustrated and do something that's irresponsible. So I think in answer to your question, the whole point is to be as responsible and grounded and focused as possible while you're there every minute for as many hours as you're sitting there. Because once you slide into, F it mode,
Yeah.
you're done. You're done. And I think
I'm on tilt. That's what I was looking for
You're on
earlier.
tilt.
I'm on tilt. How do you avoid getting on tilt when you're doing it to actually make money?
so. I read The Mental Game of Poker by Jared Tendler. It's a great book. I think he also has another one called The Mental Game of Trading, and he's also a golf coach. So I got really heavy into like mental focus and mental health and just how to have the right mind when you're at the poker table. And he goes into various forms of tilt. Not just there's winner's tilt too on the positive end. When you're winning, you're like, these are just chips. I don't care. Like there's that kind of tilt too, as opposed to the other kind of tilt that you're mentioning when you're losing.
Yeah.
And everything in between that. So I think the whole point of it was to just really understand yourself and learn as much about yourself, what ticks, what makes you frustrated, what makes you angry, what makes you, just anything other than that deviates from the norm. And for me, I've applied that to business too, because not every business transaction is going to be smooth sailing. Like most of them aren't. And then most clients you work with, you were fantastic, by the way, but other clients that you work with, they're not always going to act the way you want them to act.
Sure.
And so what, are you going to are you going to derail the transaction? Like, are you going to go on tilt in business because something didn't go your way? So to me, poker was just a lesson in getting beat up and maintaining an even mind and just saying, okay, we got this, not letting yourself get frazzled by any type of pressure or anything. Things go wrong, fires come up and you have to put out fires, not literally, but figuratively.
Yeah.
And how do you handle that? And so for me, poker was just learning how to handle like ultra pressure situations very calmly.
I love it. Okay, we have to shift, but I want to ask you a couple questions real quick, fast ones. What's your favorite hand to get dealt in poker?
Okay, so this is a silly one, and if anyone who I know from high school is watching this right now, because I learned how to play poker during the Chris Moneymaker era, so
Okay.
I was probably in 10th grade, right? So me and my buddies, we're all playing poker, we're watching, this is when the poker boom first began, if any poker nerds out there, right?
Yeah.
So we're watching Chris Moneymaker, we're watching Sam Farha with his cigarette, we're watching Raymer with his dinosaur glasses, and all the characters that came through that era of poker. And for whatever reason, one of the worst hands, which is 3-8, for some reason, we're talking, I'm like 16 years old. I'm in F it. Like I'm learning how to play the game, whatever. 3-8. I'll go 3-8. First time I played this crap hand, I hit a full house.
No way.
And nobody put me on 3-8. They're like, he probably has aces or something. I think I can beat aces because maybe somebody else had an 8 or whatever. And then they look at my hand like 3-8. You play that trash? I'm like, I won. And so it became like a running joke among my high school like buddies, my poker buddies, which was, oh, he's playing the 3-8 again. So in this day and age, if I'm in the main event, something crazy, would I play that? Probably not.
Yeah.
But that's when you
Or maybe
asked
you should get that full house in the main event.
maybe, right?
Okay,
The
so
risk.
every poker player has that hand that on paper is a really good hand. Some people it's pocket kings, pocket queens, but when they see it, it's like, I should just fold now because you've had such bad luck with that hand. What is that hand for you?
Okay.
That you get it, it's supposed to be good, but you're like, nope, I'm not winning this hand.
Oh man, I wish I had a more fun answer. To me, my strategy is always situational. It's always who's in the hand, who's not in the hand. What's my position versus their position? I feel like I can win with any hand, and I feel like also I can lose with any hand too, depending on the situation. But that's how I saw it, because I was like trying to take it like a business and not just like, ooh, I got Jack 10 suited. That looks fun. Like
Yeah.
I have Jack 10 and I bet, and then I get 6 people calling. Like now I'm in this is a lottery now.
Yeah.
So I kind of try to target like who can I take on as an opponent based on my position versus their position, based on how are they doing? Are they maybe tilted a little bit? Maybe they're not having a good night and I can maximize on their weakness perhaps.
Yeah.